Sharing ratios. That a ratio divides a quantity into a certain number of parts that are then shared in the given ratio, just like I told you. So if the ratio can be simplified, simplify before sharing. Okay, now why you are doing, the aim of you simplifying before sharing is to help you not to work with bigger numbers. Okay, it makes your work more simplified. What example says we should share 40 in the ratio 3 to 2. If you and Amanda is given 40 pounds to share, and your mom says it should be in the ratio of 3 to 2 because you are senior to Amanda, it therefore means that for every 3 pounds you take, Amanda is going to take 2. Or for every 2 pounds Amanda will take, you are going to take 3. So how much will be your ratio at the end of the share? And how much will be Amanda's ratio? Step 1 says, good, that is what we are trying to do now. Step 1 says you should determine the number of parts. Okay, so the total number of parts both of you are taking is 5 parts. Meaning for every 5 parts, you are to take 3 parts, while Amanda is to take 2. Okay, so if you break down 40 into 5 parts, into group of 5, how many will you get? Step 2 says calculate the value of 1 part. So 1 part is going to be 40 divided by 5. So we are going to have 8 parts in all. Okay, so for all the 8 parts, you have to pick 3, 3, 3, 3. While Amanda is to take 2, 2, 2. Okay, so they say share. Step 3 is to share the given ratio. So you are going to multiply 3 times 8, or ratio 2 times 8. So you are going to take 24, while Amanda is going to take 16. And if you combine 24 and 16 together, it gives you 40. Okay, which is written here as check. So that is how you can share 40 in the ratio of 3 to 2. Is that clear? All right. Example 2 says share 182 in the ratio 6 to 7. 6 ratio 7. Step 1 says determine the number of parts. And how do you do that? Add up each of the ratios. That gives you 6 plus 7. And that is said to be 13 parts. Okay. Calculate the value of 1 part. 1 part now is said to be 182 divided by 13, which gives you 14. Share the given ratio. Now this becomes 6 times 14 ratio 7 times 14. So you have 84 ratio 98. And when you add both of them together, it gives you 182. So they said the total of the shared ratio should be equal to the amount being shared. That is 84 plus 98 will give you 182. Is that clear? All right. So let's look at the next exercise. Exercise 6.2a says we should share 84 in the ratio of 1 to 2. Share 84 in the ratio 1 to 2. So let's do that on the board. I'm going to solve some just like I did in the first one, after which you will solve others. So question 1 says we should share we should share 24 in the ratio 1 to 2. So remember, what is the total ratio? Is said to be 1 plus 2, which is equal to 3. All right. So one part is going to be equal to 24 divided by 3, which means you're going to have 8 parts. So total ratio now, or total share, let me just call it shares, will now be equal to, multiply this by each of the ratio, you now have 1 times 8, ratio 2 times 8. So this gives you 8 ratio 16. So this is going to be 8 ratio 16, meaning if you are to share 25 pounds between Amanda and Chinaza, it therefore means that Amanda is going to take 8 pounds while Chinaza is going to take 16 pounds. Is that clear? What I did was to first of all get the total ratio. The total ratio you get is to add both of them together, 1 plus 2. And 1 plus 2 is said to be 3. Now, how many parts do you have if you are to divide this? Is to divide 24 by the total ratio. Okay, which is 24 divided by 3. And 24 divided by 3 gave us 8. So you have 8 parts. For every 8 parts, Amanda is to pick 1. For every 1 per part. For every 8 parts, you have to pick 2. So at the end, Amanda gets 8 while you get 16. Is that clear? Yes. Let's solve another one. You will understand better. Question 2 says, share 72 in the ratio 5. Question 2, that we should share 72 in the ratio 5 to 3. So what do we do first? Is to get the total ratio, right? So total ratio is equal to 5 plus 3. And 5 plus 3 is equals to what? 8. Right? So how many parts are we going to get? So we say one part is going to be what? 72 divided by 8. And 72 divided by 8 is going to be what times what gives you 72? That should be 9, right? Okay, because 9 times 8 is 72, right? Did you get that?